Welcome back, whether you're a new viewer or an old. This is the North Country Explorers solo adventure from John. I bet you'll be here next time. We're in New Mexico today, and we're at the Coronado Historical Site just north of Albuquerque. All right, we'll go check it out. Right away, there's a bunch of ruins right on the left. Guess we'll find out what that is shortly. That looks like the visitor center, so we'll go there and see what's happening.
Coronado Historic Site tells the story of the Kuaua Pueblo. The visitor center, which was beautiful, was designed by architect John Gaw-Meem and features 14 original murals along with artifacts and information about the Pueblo people. There's also maps for the trails that wind through the ruins, and you can do a self-guided tour, or there are ranger-led tours available as well.
So they will collect you and then take you to the kiva.
This area was inhabited from about 1300 to 1600, and it wasn't discovered by archaeologists until the late 1930s. As you can see, the trail takes you up close to the ruins, and they are plentiful. There were approximately 12,000 rooms in this village.
An ancestral site of that current pueblo. Here it's a little bit of a gray area.
So I said about 1,000 rooms, and that right there goes down in, but we can't take photography in there. We can, it's a ceremonial room, but that goes down into the ground.
You might have 4 or 5 rooms for a family.
All this
And that might be a few ground level rooms and an upper level.
has all these rooms that we just looked at over there, just buried in the sand, that were not, they were excavated in like the 1930s, but they recovered them to preserve them. Alright, that Kiev, 7 rungs going up, 14 rungs going down. No photography inside it. Ceremonial reasons. There are some painted pictures inside along all the walls. And here's another little house that we're going to go in and check out. This is a kiva above ground. Very shallow ceilings, probably 4 or 5 feet tall. They have some grinding rocks, and it looks like a place probably for a fire, but definitely very low ceiling. Alright, I'm sitting in this kiva here. You can see I'm pretty much kneeling, and I'm head height with the door. So very short. But it's pretty cool inside here out of the sun. This really insulates well against the heat. So you can see there's some wood used for the ceilings and ladders, but all around here there's not very many trees at all. So they speculate all this wood came from those mountains that we're gonna come up to right there, several miles away. So they must have chopped down trees there and had to carry them from those mountains all the way over here, several miles away. And those are big logs too. Notice these kievs here are round, and most of the older ones are all round, and then they had a time period where everything went square. Most everything north is round, but to the east and west, I think he said, we're all square. And this smaller one is the oldest one here, probably about the 1300s. So this is what the buildings would have looked like. Notice there's no doors on the lower level. That is for protection from animals and enemies. So when the enemies would attack, they would just bring the ladders up, and then the enemies couldn't get over the walls. They stored their food on these lower levels here, and this whole area of sand would have been part of those 800 different rooms built up that they excavated and filled back in to help preserve it. And if you look way in the back there, there's a little part still left unexcavated. Here's another example of a square kiva. The all went about, these ones are surface kivas, and the ones that went underground were about 8 feet underground. But several of those all around here. And that looks like something else we'll find out. Alright, looks like the reconstruction here. They have some extra building materials. And I think those are maybe fire pits, potentially. But all around here were all those little rooms, all along this whole grade. They figured about 800 or 1,000 of these rooms. Wherever it's and the sand is higher, would have been those rooms that they reburied. Alright, there's a little trail that goes down. I think this is the Rio Grande River. Let's see what it says. Camino Tiwa Trail. Let's go see. It looks like there's water in it. Must be the Rio Grande. Quite a bit of water. Some birds over there. So they have a nice little picnic area or sitting area next to the Rio Grande River. A lot of water in it today. A week ago, didn't have any water. Looks like there's 3 areas to sit down and relax. And then of course you have the main building and the visitor center. It looks like a stove or oven that they use to bake stuff.
The Coronado Historic Site is located just north of Albuquerque, and it's really worth the visit. It's only $7 to get in, or free if you have a National Park Pass. We hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the trails.
Yeah. Yeah. Chicks out there, we like to party. Listen up, yeah, it's time to start it.